Good afternoon and welcome back to another edition of Life at Charlie's Rainbow Ranch. Today we begin putting together the interior wall of the garage that we've been working on. Been a little bit lazy the last week and a half, so we took last week off, but we're excited to be back at it. Before we begin though, let's take a look at some footage we took a few weeks ago of the prep work that went into getting our materials ready. A special shout out to my dad for disassembling a majority of the pallets that we're going to be using today. So let's check that out. We're deconstructing these pallets and getting to work on making the interior of our garage. So over here we've got some of the boards ripped off of the pallet already. Dad laid them out to give us an example of what it's going to look like on the wall itself. As you can see, we've got a bunch of different types of boards here, different thicknesses, different lengths. So we're gonna go for a really rustic look, and we are well on our way. Good. Oh, weren't you gonna explain the tool?
Sure.
Okay.
Back in 1981 through 83, Michael's grandfather, and his dad, which is me, tore down 13 to 14 different barns and buildings, saved all the wood and all the nails, build various buildings out here, including his grandfather's house across the road here. What he's using is a homemade tool that Grandpa Charlie came up with as a way to take off your siding without having as much damage as you would have if you were using a crowbar. So I'm gonna go around to the side here. Maybe I'll just have him pick it up and show you how it's angled. Put your foot on the other side over here. There you go. It just pops right out. And you get minimal damage. You still might have to trim some ends.
Oh, this is an older board though, so this one's gonna have a little bit more damage. All right, welcome back. So let's get started. Hey, don't be like that. Oh yeah? First board's done. We have our first couple boards cut. From here, we're gonna saw down one of the planks into a 1/3 section and a 2/3 section and stack those on top of each other so we get a nice kind of brick-like staggered look to it. So, got our table saw set up and we're gonna get to work. Another recent trick I learned is if you look at the bottom of a tape measure down here along the side, it'll tell you what the length is from this side to this side. This particular one is 3.5 inches. So instead of doing one of those measurements where you come down and you bend your tape measure, you can actually just add 3.5 inches to whatever the final measurement is. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so we got, looks like 4 rows completed already. Just plugging away. The method we've been kind of doing is put up a board. We'll drill a couple pilot holes. This one's at a weird angle, so see how that works.
Why are we drilling the pilot holes?
Because it's really hard to nail them in without it.
Yeah, this old garage, it's old wood and very hard. When we were putting in the insulation, we couldn't even get the staples in half the time. If you look like right in there, it just wouldn't take. You didn't just do that on film, did you?
What?
Bend a nail?
Like my disclaimer says, I'm just an average guy doing average things. I am by no means a professional.
Let me get you back in there. Did you get your haircut today?
Yes, sir. It's called a Viking undercut.
A Viking undercut.
Yeah, watching too much Vikings on the History Channel.
Okay.
All right, we are about halfway done with this wall. Right now we're getting to a point where we're trying to trim down the boards to make a frame around the window, and we'll keep plugging away.
Show them all the way down.
Sure. Getting closer. All right, we are running out of daylight, so we decided to call it quits. We're gonna hang out and maybe make some dinner. What do you think, Charlie? See you next time. Bye.